Sorry for the difficulties. But this is our 5th match of AEW Dynamite, and it's for the AEW Tag Team Championships. It will be the Dark Order going 2-on-2 against SCU. So we'll see who is gonna win. But we're gonna have the Dark Order versus SCU for the AEW Tag Team. I turn off the entrances because I know the title's gonna crash the game. So why not? Here we go, the Dark Order versus SCU, and Christopher Daniels with a drop kick to Evil Uno and a backbreaker to Evil Uno. I'm gonna say this. SCU made the wrong time to face Dark Order because the Dark Order are the most brutalist, destructive tag teams here on the AEW. So we'll see if SCU can handle it. Oh, Evil Uno tagged in Stu Grayson and a shoulder tackle. But John, if you're here, just let me know your hashtag for your character, and I'll download them in this stream if I want to restart it. So we'll see. Stu Grayson with a knee to the back, picking him up. Oh, uppercut, a punch, and a forearm to Christopher Daniels, tagging in Evil Uno, picking him up, and Evil Uno calling for something, but Christopher Daniels with a forearm. Christopher Daniels with a knee to the head. Christopher Daniels with a Northern Light suplex, picking him up. Christopher Daniels calling for a Falcon Arrow to Evil Uno. So far, SCU are doing great here against the Dark Order. Uh-oh. I think Christopher Daniels is trying to tag in his partner, Scorpio Sky, and Christopher Daniels with a chop to Evil Uno. Oh, and now vicious stomps to Evil Uno. Now Christopher Daniels tagging in Scorpio Sky, Evil Uno tagging in Stu Grayson, and oh, they both miss.
Look out, he's almost there.
Oh, Stu Grayson with a boot to the gut and a spear. Jesus, Stu Grayson is going on a war path. And a wrestling takedown. Stu Grayson picking him up. Stu Grayson with the signature maneuver and a throat spike. A throat spike no.
Still a lot more fight left.
Scorpio Sky.
In a tag team contest, a superstar and
Scorpio Sky Irish whipping Stu Grayson into the corner.
Stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match
apply. And the shoulder tackle. And Scorpio Sky. Tornado DDT to Stu Grayson. Stu Grayson with the reversal. I think Scorpio Sky was calling for a spinning heel kick. And Stu Grayson picking him up. Stu Grayson calling for the finishing maneuver. He calls this. Oh, he calls that the dark. He calls that the dark gauntlet. Is it over? 1, 2. No, the dark gauntlet gets kicked out at 2. And Stu Grayson, oh my God! Stu Grayson, what did he learn these combos? Oh God, a combo strikes to Scorpio Sky. Stu Grayson is a dangerous man, but he knows how fast he will go. And Stu Grayson, Irish whipping Scorpio Sky to his corner.
Tagged in.
And Christopher Daniels tags himself in. And Stu Grayson,
I have a strong
Irish whipping him into the corner. Knee to the gut. And Stu Grayson with an alley-oop bomb to Christopher Daniels. Going for the pin. One. No. And Christopher Daniels calling for something. Oh, Stu Grayson with the reversal. Christopher Daniels with a knee to the gut. Christopher Daniels with a... Oh, Stu Grayson with the reversal. Reverse DDT. Picking him up. Stu Grayson calling for the end again. He calls this the Dark Gauntlet. Oh my God. I think the Dark Order are leaving Illinois with the tag team titles. 2, 3. The Dark Order are your first ever AEW Tag Team Champions. I told you, the Dark Order are the most dominant, destructive tag team here on AEW, and they just took the tag team titles after Stu Grayson hitting Christopher Daniels with the Dark Gauntlet for the second time. Scorpio Sky kicked out of the first one. Christopher Daniels did not kick out. But Scorpio Sky kicked out of the second one. And my God, the alley-oop bomb. That got a 2 count. No, never mind, a 1 count. You're your winners and first ever AEW Tag Team Champions, the Dark Order. The Dark Order are here to make a warpath. I'm scared. Which tag team challenges these two at AEW's first pay-per-view will have a tough time getting those tag team titles. But let's get into our semi-main event. And coming up next, we're gonna have more women's action. We're gonna have Rosemary going against Blanchard here on AEW. These two signed with AEW, and I told you there will be some surprise appearances from new AEW superstars that never wrestled on AEW before, and now they're here to wrestle on AEW for the first time. Let's get into this match. This match is scheduled for one fall. And it's some women's action. Making her way to the ring, Rosemary. Here comes the demon herself, Rosemary. Rosemary, this is her first time here on AEW like AJ Lee. And Rosemary is not alone because her opponent is also her first time here on AEW. And that's Tessa Blanchard. So we'll see who's leaving AEW with the win, and there she is, Rosemary. So current, the champions are of AEW, the first ever champions for AEW are, the United States champion is Brody Lee, the women's champion is Chris Statlander, the tag team champions are the Dark Order. After this match will be our main event, and it will be for the AEW championship. It will be the final member of the Enter Circle, Chris Jericho, going against 3 other men that will be unknown until we get to that match. And here she comes, Rosemary, the demon herself. So let's get her opponent out here. And her opponent, making her way to the ring, Tessa Blanchard. And here she comes, Tessa Blanchard. This is her first time here on AEW Dynamite. And here she comes, she's ready. She wants to prove to the AEW fans that she's here to make a statement. She's here to say that, Chris Statlander, I'm coming for that women's title. And that women's title will be mine at the first ever AEW pay-per-view. But we have to find out who will be the number 1 contender. We'll have to find out in the next couple of weeks. Well, let's get into our semi-main event. Rosemary versus Tessa Blanchard. Coming up right now. Kaya will tie up. Rosemary going to the back.
Controlling the tempo.
Wrestling takedown to Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard, if she hits her finisher maneuver, Magnum, or the Magnum, or the, I believe it's the Magnum or the Diamond Cutter. Good night. Night. Oh, Rosemary with a headlock. So we'll see if they can do it. Rosemary with a headlock. Tessa Blanchard dragging her to the ropes. Irish whip. And a clothesline. And down goes Rosemary. Tessa Blanchard going for the pin. 1, no. Rosemary picking her up. Sit out. Power bomb. And Tessa Blanchard goes down hard.
My goodness.
Oh my god! Well, super kick to the back of the head, putting Tessa Blanchard in the corner. Tessa Blanchard with a kick to the gut. Rosemary with a kick to the gut into a drop kick to the head. Rosemary calling for something. Calling for a brain buster to Tessa Blanchard. Picking her up. Rosemary with an enziguri. Knee to boot to the back. Rosemary going for the arm and a monkey flip arm drag to Tessa Blanchard. Kick to the back.
She's beginning to flag a little. She still has a lot of time to recover.
Uh-oh. Rosemary with a punch. Rosemary with a snap suplex. Jumping her down. Rosemary. Oh, Tessa Blanchard getting back into the ring. Punch to the gut. Snapmare.
Just caught flush.
Hi, I like the stream.
This is a big risk. Will it pay
Thank
off?
you, Doreen.
Oh my God.
And Rosemary with a moonsault off the top rope.
Bang. Nice contact.
Kick to the back. And Rosemary dragging Tessa Blanchard to the center of the ring. And Rosemary with these vicious punches to Tessa Blanchard. And Rosemary kick to the back.
She's losing some steam
Oh,
now.
Tessa Blanchard with the reversal. This has so far been Rosemary. This whole match has been Rosemary. And Tessa Blanchard with a forearm. Into a draw kick. Tessa Blanchard coming back. Uh-oh, Rosemary with a spinning heel kick. And Rosemary showboating. And a spear to the outside. And Rosemary just showboating. She's here to prove that she's coming for that women's champion, and that's currently Chris Statlander. She's saying, I'm coming for you, Chris Statlander. I'm coming for that women's title, and it will come home to the right person. And dropping Tessa Blanchard into the steel steps. And Rosemary going back into the ring to showboat it again. And Tessa Blanchard going back into the ring. Rosemary calling for a pump handle, calling for an exploder suplex to Tessa Blanchard. That's Rosemary's signature maneuver. So far, this has been Rosemary. I think it's over. 1, 2, no. Tessa Blanchard kicking out at 2. Rosemary calling for a sit-out powerbomb to take down Tessa Blanchard. Picking up Tessa Blanchard, forearm. Rosemary with a gutbuster. And Rosemary now showboating. This whole match, Rosemary has been showboating. I think Rosemary wants that women's title. And Rosemary off the middle, Toronto base suicida to Tessa Blanchard. I think Rosemary is telling the fans here in Illinois that she's coming for the AEW Women's Championship. She's going after Chris Statlander. And that might be a good dominant. But Rosemary calling for the edge. Rosemary calling for the edge. Demons curse. Demons curse to Tessa Blanchard. But Rosemary's not done. Calling for another sit-out powerbomb. The Demons curse to Tessa Blanchard. But Rosemary did not go for the pin. That's gonna backfire. If Tessa Blanchard wins, Rosemary's gonna be disappointed on her. Tessa Blanchard with a punch. Oh, Tessa Blanchard wood barrel face buster to Rosemary. Picking up Rosemary. Tessa Blanchard with a vicious roundhouse kick. Tessa Blanchard just slamming Rosemary by her hair. Picking up Rosemary. Tessa Blanchard calling for the signature maneuver. Oh, never mind. Snapmare. Kick to the back. Tessa Blanchard picking her up. Irish whipping Rosemary into the corner. Tessa Blanchard turning Rosemary around. Tessa Blanchard calling for the signature maneuver. Catapult Meteora! Oh, the double knees to Rosemary in the gut. This might be it. 1. No, kick out at 1. Rosemary, Tessa Blanchard does not know what to do. She's coming back. Oh, I think Tessa Blanchard is calling for her finisher maneuver. She calls this Magnum. Calling for the end. Oh, but Tessa Blanchard overleaps it. Now Rosemary stretching her head. Oh, dropping her down. Rosemary calling for the signature maneuver. Calling for the signature maneuver. Spear! Down goes Tessa Blanchard. Getting hit with a vicious spear. It's over. Rosemary has proved that she's going closer to that woman's title. And Tessa Blanchard kicks out at 2 after the spear. Rosemary for the second time. Demons curse. Demons curse to Tessa Blanchard, but Rosemary still not going for the pin. Tessa Blanchard tossing her away, and a clothesline to the outside. Now Tessa Blanchard showboating. If Tessa Blanchard hits Magnum, it's over. Good night. Tessa Blanchard tossing Rosemary back into the ring. Tessa Blanchard, backbreaker into a neckbreaker. Tessa Blanchard calling for the finish maneuver. She does not call this Magnum. She calls this Diamond of Justice. The Diamond of Justice. 1, 2, 3. Tessa Blanchard is your winner. Rosemary hit two Demon's Curses, but did not go for the pin on both of them. And when Tessa Blanchard hits the Diamond of Justice, it's over. And Rosemary did not kick out. Look at this, the signature maneuver, the catapult meteora, the double knees to the gut. And Rosemary kicking out at 2. 1, 2, no. I think after the two Demon Curses, I think Rosemary was trying to do more damage. She was not done with Tessa Blanchard. Here's your winner, Tessa Blanchard.
She continues to impress with the win.
Tessa Blanchard is proving that she's going for that women's title. And she's saying that Chris Statlander is her next target. But let's get into AEW's main event. But coming up next is for the AEW Championship. It'll be the Cowboy, Hangman Page. It'll be Austin Aries. It will be the leader of the Inner Circle, La Champion, Chris Jericho. And it will be Jon Moxley, who's leaving Illinois with the championship. This match is scheduled for one fall, and is a fatal 4-way elimination match, and it's for the AEW Championship. Making his way to the ring, the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries. And here he is making a surprise appearance, Austin Aries.
Extreme Rules match, and is for the World Championship.
He's ready, Austin Aries, a new member of the AEW roster, making an appearance.
Weighing in at 202 pounds.
And his opponent making his way to the ring, the leader of the Inner Circle, La Champion, Chris Jericho. And here comes Chris Jericho.
And his
Chris
opponents,
Jericho, the leader of the
representing
Inner
the
Circle.
Infiltrators, from Winnipeg,
Chris Jericho
Manitoba, Canada,
is
weighing in
disappointed
at
with his
230
team, Sammy
pounds,
Guevara and Jack Hager,
Chris
both
Jericho.
losing their matches earlier tonight.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen, by
Sammy
9:10 we will
Guevara
crown a
and
new
Jack
champion.
Hager
No offense to
determined,
you, Cole,
they're
but
saying
part of me
that
wishes
Chris
Gorilla
Jericho is
Monsoon
going
was
to
here for this
leave
match, just so we can hear
Illinois
him say,
with the
"History has been made at the
AEW
conclusion."
Championship. We'll see if that's true. And his opponent, making his way to the ring, the Cowboy, Hangman Page.
213 pounds, Adam Page.
Guys, we finally crown a new champion here tonight.
That's right, the title's
And
been
here
vacant for
comes
long
Hangman
enough.
Page,
One of these superstars will
the
be going home
third
tonight
participant
as the
in this
new
match.
champion.
I'd say
Let's get the final champion out here. The final person out here. And his opponent, making his way to the ring, John Moxley.
Weighing in at 223 pounds, John Moxley.
so much on the
Here
line here
comes
tonight,
John
guys, as we look to crown
Moxley,
a
the
new
final
champion.
participant.
Cole. We're
He's here
guaranteed to have
to
a new
go on
champion at the
a
end of this one.
warpath
It's not very often
here
we can
on
say
AEW. I think the fans here in Illinois are rooting for John Moxley or Austin Aries to win this. Because there's no way they're rooting for the leader of the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho or Hangman Page. But let's get into our main event. It's for the AEW Championship. Who's taking that home with them tonight?
On the line of the tag team
That's what they're
championships,
fighting for here
teams in their
tonight.
respective
Austin
quarters
Aries,
going
Chris
over
Jericho,
final
Hangman
strategies.
Page, and John Moxley. Here we go.
Over the years, we've seen a lot of Extreme Rules matches.
Austin Aries with a shot.
Spears to the announce table, brawls moving into the crowd.
John Moxley
Always a great
with a
time.
neck breaker,
One thing I've learned over
backbreaker
the
into
years,
a
Michael, is
butterfly
blink as
suplex.
little as possible. If you do, you might miss a historic
John Moxley
moment
going
in this
after
one.
Chris Jericho. Austin Aries with a chalk kick to Hangman Page. And John Moxley with a spine buster to Chris Jericho.
Must have some sort of magnet on it. It
Chris
always seems
Jericho
to
says that everybody in this match just needs a little bit of bubbly and a vicious neck breaker to Chris Jericho. And John Moxley Irish whipping John Moxley into the corner.
Oh my God!
Backbreaker.
Backbreaker. Tick-tock.
Chris
Setting up.
Jericho with a suplex.
All the way out. Suplex. They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. Clothesline to the back of the neck. Is it fully locked in? Battling to get the upper hand. And breaks the hold.
What a punch that was. Amazing reflexes on display. Uranagi.
He's hoping to end it quickly.
You can knock it to Chris Jericho. This is not taking him down. Chris Jericho with a vicious vicious suplexes to Austin Aries. Heyman Page tossing John Moxley into the apron. Into an apron power driver to the outside one. No.
Way too early. Neck breaker. Boom, right to the gut. Boom, what impact. Back now inside the ring. Oh, foot just stumped. Jumping down.
Face first with a waistlock takedown.
Hangman Page going for the
Now
figure
taking
4.
control. He's just about there. Whoa, he gets out of it.
He's at
Oh,
another
John
level right
Moxley
now,
getting
Michael.
out of it.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Ooh,
Suplex.
suplex
Nice.
one.
Not yet.
Set it up.
Neck
Nice
breaker.
neck breaker.
John Moxley with some vicious strikes.
Line forcefully delivered. What a counter.
Straight punch. Looks like he's got it applied. Covered. How'd he do that?
I don't know, Michael, but good thing. I don't think he could have taken much more of that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you are, Michael.
Perhaps he's thinking the ring can't contain what he has in mind here.
Beautiful standing switch into the incredible.
There's a lot. He goes for the quick pin.
Look at this. Curious decision there, Michael.
Cover here.
Ooh, bullseye.
And look at this.
Oh my god, John Moxley with brain buster.
Some serious damage.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
That's
Oh,
he
he's
calls that
really
the
taking
Paul
it to him.
Grandma
Man, this
shift.
is not good at all.
Is it over? 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho is eliminated. Chris Jericho.
Good night.
All 3 members of the Inner Circle have lost their matches.
Shoulders down, roll up. Schoolboy.
What a shot. Bringing it back into the ring.
Double axe handle finds the mark. Oh, here it comes.
Austin Aries with the brain buster.
Is it enough? Is it
2.
enough?
Watch this
Hangman
here.
Page. John Moxley with the side slam.
Got the oh my goodness, crushing it.
What's coming next?
Back suplex.
Very nice. Sizing up their opponent.
Running knee lift. This could do it. I don't know how he keeps kicking out.
Dangerous. Oh, read it there. Oh, heavy duty right hand. Oh, here we go.
Put a grandma shift
Can he
to
shut the
Austin
door on
Aries.
this one?
Is Austin Aries eliminated? 1, 2, 3. Austin Aries has been eliminated. Now Hangman Page and John Moxley the final 2.
Hard there.
And again, yet another counter.
Ooh-wee.
exiting the ring. Very interesting game plan here. Oh, he's got him up high.
Hangman Page with the signature maneuver, the fall away slam.
Will this be enough? He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet.
He is not going to go down without a fight, Michael.
Finds a way to reverse. All the way up. Oh, no. Good night.
Wells setting up again.
Hangman Page calling for fate. Oh, he calls that.
Now that is the
He calls out the Wild West, and Hangman Page is your first ever AEW champion. Thanks for watching. Bye.